No, they said that I was on top of his car jumping up and down on it when I didn't. I just walked up and smacked the hood.
The jumping up and down isn't the incident. Causing a scene in the middle of the street was the incident.
Of course I had to cause a scene because he poured hot wax on me.
You say you don't remember any scene. She can't convict you for what you don't remember.
The scene was him running me over. That was the scene.
There was no true evidence. The officer got there way after the fact.
The evidence is all over me. I'm covered in hot wax. That's evidence. His dented car is also evidence because I tumbled all over it.
If you maybe would have stayed quiet and let somebody say, well, where's the evidence that my client did anything wrong that night? There is none. Until you say, I did something wrong that day. Which
I didn't.
But you told them, you went and confronted the guy, which in the books of the law is you can't street vengeance. You're not a vigilante. You have to call someone who's appointed to deal with that kind of shit.
You know what else? No. And
fine print.
And you have to word things right. Like it's all about wording things right. Like, well, did you smack the hood? Did you punch the hood? Now, when you punched the hood, was it open-handed or closed-fisted, or was it to the side, or like? If I would have said I smacked the hood, he called me a bitch. He said that I was fat. What else did he say? He called me a motherfucker. He called me a slut. Who cares? Sticks and stones.
We encourage you.
Sticks and you're scared for your life. Names will never hurt you. And I'm not gonna punch you.
The guy was very persistent that he's saying that you threw a pint glass at him.
Yeah. I so didn't. You know what? This is what happened. He threw the hot wax on me, and as he was running out, I grabbed my drink and tried to hit him.
You told the officer that.
Yeah, I splashed the drink on him. Yeah, I didn't say that I threw a pint glass at him.
Right.
But that's what he claimed that you did.
I didn't.
You splashed your drink at him.
Yeah.
And who wouldn't after getting hit with hot wax?
Had he not sprinted out the door after throwing hot wax on me, I would have preferred to have it inside, but he sprinted out the door, so I'm forced to do it outside. If you turn the tables and I was the one who floored it at somebody and I threw hot wax on somebody, I'd be paying some dickhead $100 grand for my actions.
Right.
Yeah.
But not if the police weren't there at the time and didn't see the incident.
Believe me, I'd be paying $100 grand.
And he's not suing you for the damage to his car, which he claims you did either.
He better not. He ran me the fuck over.
That's what the damage is from. Is from you rolling over his car.
Both ended up with disorderly conduct. He didn't think he deserved one.
I couldn't believe that.
Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, you know what? When you're medium buzzing and you do what you did, and then you keep talking about it, you start to believe your own story. True. You know what I mean? Like, so babe, dude, like he was like jumping on the hood, wasn't he? Yeah, I think he kind of was. All right, so the son of a bitch was jumping on the hood.
The whole time you were talking.
So the reason why I floored it is because he was denting my hood, right? Right, babe? Right, guys? Yeah, right, guys.
The whole time.
All right, so that's the story then. So because, you know, like, you start to believe your own story. I was in fear.
If you hadn't said a thing, there's no proof of guilt. But when you admitted to your guilt, the judge said, you just told me you did this.
You plead the fifth.
You didn't have to say anything.
I felt like I needed to.
You'd stay good. I thought you were going to stay that
You
way.
put your hands on his car? Of course. He threw hot wax on me. Who wouldn't?
Their story.
Who wouldn't smack his hood?
Their two stories didn't match up
But
either way. The
they're
girls and the guys.
they figured that you could have stayed inside, let him drive away, and let
Then
him
I'd be, bam, Margera, the
But
pussy
they
of
don't
New
give a
Hope.
shit about that. They look.
I do.
Okay. but
If you had any
Their
self-respect for yourself,
Anyone.
the only option, the only motherfucking option, if you had any self-respect for yourself, is to walk out the door and confront the motherfucker about pouring hot wax on you.
I agree.
But they're looking at it as you could have avoided the whole thing and stayed inside and said, fuck it. Like, who cares what people think?
What is he, Gandhi? Like, come on.
Am I the pussy?
They're old-fashioned
I would be the pussy of News. You see this guy, dude?
What you shouldn't react.
Last time this guy was here, yo, Brian, last time this guy was here, some dude poured hot wax all over his fucking ass, and what did he do? He sat there like a pussy. He let the guy walk out the door. He didn't do nothing, dude.
So you like a bitch.
He didn't do nothing. He sat there like a fucking pussy.
There's street justice, but
Oh, and let someone
on the other end, the law says that you're not. She said you're supposed to take the higher road by not reacting.
and be a pacifist.
The bigger guy would have called the proper thing and not dealt with it himself. That's what.
It would have taken a bigger person to not do anything.
You were way too loud when you were yelling about having hot wax poured all over me. Like, ah!
Yeah.
You're too loud.
Yeah.
Well, it fucking hurts.
Yeah. You didn't explain that well.
Ah! You're too loud. You're getting disorderly conduct. It hurts. It hurts. And I love how there honestly is two sides to every story, because I have my side and then I hear his side. His side is he was scared for his life. That's why he floored it and ran me over, because he was scared because I came up and smacked his car and I said, "You're not fucking going anywhere." So he's terrified for his life.
They weren't talking about what happened on the inside. They only cared about whatever happened on the outside.
What if you got hot wax poured on him outside and you screamed and someone called the cops?
If you came out and said,
Then what?
if you had said I was in a panic, burning from hot wax, and I ran out there on
That
fire.
was your first reaction.
It's all
That
about
was your first reaction. Yeah. If you had said you were reacting to the hot wax being burning you, what you turned it into is you told them that
God, I
you were
wish I was
angry
there.
about the hot wax.
Dude, like judges can just do whatever they want. Like, you were screaming late at night, waking
really
people
can.
up because you lit me on fire. When I'm on fire, I go, "Oh, I'm on fire!" Well, you shouldn't have been so loud. You were waking people up, causing a disturbance.
True.
All right, bitch, let me light you on fire and see if you don't scream. I just think that it's so wrong. I think it's so wrong
He
that
had no choice because he implicated himself.
yeah.
From what was written on the report was exactly what Bam admitted.
I mean, you're being cut and dried, and that is true. That is. But I'm playing
couldn't say
the
he's
devil's
innocent.
advocate and saying like
was
what he
no
said.
way
He
for
got
her
hit
to-
by a car.
There was no
That,
way for her to
to
say
me,
you were
was the main
innocent of
problem.
that charges.
She turned it into something completely different. She ignored the fact that he got hit by a car and turned it into disorderly conduct.
Next time, don't call the police if you get in something that you don't think is.
It's just fucking
We
believable.
encouraged him to. I mean, he was laying on the ground, rolling around like in pain. Like
Only call
it
the
was
police
fucked up.
if you're dead.
That's the moral of the story. You wonder why people don't call the cops?
Fuck, I'm dead. I better call the police.
God.
Yeah, call them when you're dead.
Yeah.
They won't be able to help.
It doesn't usually lead to helping you out. Cops have hurt me a lot more than they've helped me. I'll tell you that.
God damn. And like, isn't it fucked that a judge, one person, can make whatever decision they want?
Right. That's America.
If they're in a bad mood or a good mood,
She was nice to you, dude. She wasn't in a bad mood.
no,
today.
she was nice, yes. But I'm saying, if you're a judge,
Yep.
it's whatever they want.
Yep.
Like,
You have someone that much power, man.
yeah, if she just got banged out that day and she's like, you know what, I'm in a good mood, I'm gonna let you go on this.
Yeah.
Or, you know what, I just found out my husband was banging somebody out, you're paying $1,000.
Yeah.
No, you know what, I'd say $3,500.
Right.
You can just make things up. This guy's showing up with tattoos on, with fucking dirty boots. I'm giving this fucker $2,000.
True.
You know, or
You didn't get stereotyped. Spam came in there looking like such a shit rag.
Your box.
And motherfucking no shower for 15 days.
Your shirt's see-through. I can see your nipples.
Him sweatshirt. Then I say, Bam, you better put something better on. He puts on like a sheer see-through. He's like, I have a button down in the car. Jesse comes dressed up in a fucking suit. He looks like a yam in a fucking suit.
It's like an Amish man with a suit.
A sweet potato in a suit. And then Jess is all there dressed nice. Bam comes in and puts on a button down. The button down is sheer. You can see through it and see all his fucking tattoos through it.
and it actually says,
But she didn't give a fuck.
it says on my shirt, enough of the gruff, in a marker, and then my pants say Taliban on it.
She didn't give a fuck, man. She's used to it. New Hope's got a lot of colorful characters.
Yeah.
You know, but it's about the incident. It's not about what you're wearing. She didn't take that route.
So, you called his girlfriend a bitch and a slut and a whore, and then he called you a motherfucker, and then she drank your shot, and then
Being pregnant.
you spit on her, and then he dumped hot wax on you, and then you guys ran out and arguing, and then he shot you in thank God the shoulder, because if it would have been your heart, you'd been dead, but now you just have a bullet hole on your shoulder. It's just like, fuck the arguing, fuck who called who what. He shot me.
But you'd be a guy with a
He
bullet
shot
hole
me.
and a disorderly conduct ticket.
Exactly. Like,
But if it was with a gun, you're
fuck
right.
disorderly conduct, fuck who's arguing outside, fuck who's arguing inside. You shot me
Right, and
with a
isn't
gun.
running someone over just as dangerous?
Yeah,
as
but
shooting
you shot me with a gun. It's like, okay, but it wasn't. You got shot in the shoulder, and thank God you're okay. But all in all, you were loud outside. Now you're getting disorderly conduct. It's like, fuck that. He shot me.
Right. Like, that's what you said. You're arguing for you. Got run
It's
over.
unbelievable.
The fact is, you'd still be the shot guy with a disorderly conduct charge.
How is this right?
He's supposed to be the victim, is what he's saying.
It's average. You told them you did what was in the ticket. It's a traffic
Weren't you
ticket.
also
And the argument
threatening?
started by not me being like, yo, bitch, no. It started by me going, woo!
At a rock concert.
Woo! Pipe down. No, not
One
pipe down.
question the judge did keep asking is, what band was it?
I know.
How is that relevant?
No, she kept asking that.
What band was it? How?
Every witness.
If I say Megadeth or Blues Traveler, does that matter?
I don't know how that question matters.
She's like, oh, what if she was like, oh, I like Megadeth? And she's like, it's the guy down, you're free.
Oh, so.
When you said it was Mickey
So
Wink,
you
you
two-
gave a, oh, cool.
Yeah. So you two scumbags were at a Megadeth concert? Megadeth. I'm sorry, ma'am. It was Blues Traveler. Oh, thank God. Okay.
Well, you're free to
I thought you two were those Megadeth people. No, it was actually Blues Traveler, ma'am. Okay, I like blues. Okay, cool. I like the Blues Traveler.
You're lucky it wasn't Judge Judy.
Yeah.
Let me smell your feet. Let me smell your feet.
What if it was just like, so what band?
You're going to jail.
So what band was it? My buddy's band. It's called Black Cowgirl. You went to see Black Cowgirl? They suck. You have that kind of taste in music?
Yeah. Shouldn't have been screaming. Shouldn't have been cheering.
If you cheered to that band, then you deserve a ticket for that alone.
Why Black Cowgirl?
I was just coming up with a band name.
I like